Alright, so just the basic, going back over everything real quick. That's making points. Select your pen tool, just click around, and then click the first point that you made to close off. And it'll have a little open circle there, so that way you know that it'll close it off. And you can see it over in your path section. Now if you want to make curved lines, when you make your point you have to click and drag. And that'll create 2 anchor points. And then you can finish making the rest of the shape. Wherever you drag the anchor point, that'll determine where the curve goes. Now if you want to edit it, you go back to the direct select tool and click on the point. And that'll move around the anchor point. Now if your anchor point is not showing, the one that you want, just click on the point and it'll make both of the anchor points show, like that. And then you can move it around to wherever you want it to be. Another way, and this is how I like to make it to get harder angles when you're doing it and you don't have to go back and edit it, is when you create your points, you have to drag it and then hold down the Alt key, and that'll let you move just one anchor point, so it'll separate them. Now if you let go of it like I just did, it'll put them both back together, but as long as you have the Alt key held down until after you're done clicking it, it will allow you to move just one anchor point, so you can make shapes like clouds, or whatever, when you have a hard angle. And then just hold down Alt before you click the original one, and that'll let you move just one anchor point. Now obviously I let go of my Alt too early, so you can see here that both of the anchor points are still stuck together. Just hold down the Alt key and it'll let you separate them, so you can move them separately to create that angle. Now to make the heart that I made, you just have to do 2 points, go back to the pen tool. Oops, no, don't do that. You want to drag it and click up there too. So that way it'll make 2 points. And then you're going to connect it back down to the first one. So you have your basic shape of a heart. And you want to make your direct select tool so that way you can edit the points and the anchor points. And by doing that you can change the shape of the heart. Now I held down Alt so that way I could get those hard angles and separate them like that. I also click and dragged at the bottom so that way I would have anchor points at the bottom. Then you just drag it out until you get the shape that you want. And I know it's not perfect, but it's good enough. There are 2 ways that you can fill this now. You can either click the full circle button right there, which will just fill it with your foreground color. Or you can click select it, which will put your path into a selection, and then go back into your layers and use the fill bucket to paint it pink, or whatever color you want to paint it, and then unselect it, and there you have your shape. Both ways work. You want to create a new layer after that though, so that way you have your different colors on different layers and it makes it easier to edit. And that's basically how to make a simple shape.